We come from afar. We are the people of Afar, sons of the morning star, blinded in darkness, caught in gloom that masks our existence. Our persistence in correcting error is laughed off as anger, as illogical anger. While our lands, our lives and legacies are arable, our existence has become a parable of wasted opportunities. Our cities are clusters of dysfunction. Our villages function as afterthoughts to development as the underdevelopment of potential continues in the open, in news and cycles of brokenness, evident to the point that the young can prophesy the ways of his elders with the accuracy of a deja vu. In hazy atmospheres of fear politics, in laissez-faire economics, the dynamics are daunting, haunting our very sanity. This insanity has been given indemnity against change. This ignominy has been accepted as our common destiny, a false destiny. And we talk and talk and talk about justice with the infatuations of adolescents, but our somnolence staggers in wayward self-confidence. As we walk and walk and walk miles and miles with weary smiles that sweeten lies, as we cross the many rivers filled with nothing more than waters of struggle, as we wade waters made sacred by uncorrected mistakes of our own fathers, we are still unrelenting in this mutiny against error. We come from afar. We are the people of Afar, sons of the morning star, blinded in darkness, caught in gloom that masks our existence. Our persistence in correcting error is laughed off as anger, as illogical anger. While our lands, our lives and legacies are arable, our existence has become a parable of wasted opportunities. Our leaders are like well-fed oxen while we run slim and wild in the wilderness. They have their fancy degrees, pedigreed and groomed to rule like the colonial masters, happy to heed instructions of imperialism. They live the philosophy of piggishness, basking in Philistine pleasures, while we live in parsimony created by their excesses, as their sacrosanct obligations are left undone, as our common dreams are sacrificed on altars of wanton neglect. We have waited too long for helping hands, obeyed too many orders from strangers. We have become concubines of a distracted world, trapped in harems of inconvenience. Lands of gold where cold hunger lives. Fields of oil where we toil for nothing as profits end up in foreign economies. In a system where our best friends are our worst enemies. As civil wars are concocted in the name of diamonds, the expected reaction is a diatribe, but tribe and country are too divided to focus their anger on the vultures. For the culture of bribery and corruption causes fractures to the body politic, and citizens are more tantalized by charms of greed than cries of neighbors in need. But our hearts are like tantalum to injustice. We come from afar. We are the people of Afar, sons of the morning star, blinded in darkness, caught in gloom that masks our existence. Our persistence in correcting error is laughed off as anger, as illogical anger. While our lands, our lives and legacies are arable, our existence has become a parable of wasted opportunities. Our young are sprung on experience of the ephemeral, and day after day our traditions are buried in funerals of forgetfulness as we enter a new slavery to foreign things. Yes, the world is a global village, but urban though, as cabals feed on flesh and dreams of common citizens, unleashing scarcity to stalk denizens. We sell our heirlooms for nothing. We fill our bank accounts with wages of wantonness. and we sense not consequence because pleasure blinds us to pain. Was it in vain that our forefathers warned us with proverbs? Was it proper to exchange what worked for us for what wrecked us? Was it right to sell our dreams and dignity at auctions when we still had plenty? Was it plausible to look down on our own brethren as we looked up to heathen? Was it even necessary to spit on our culture in order to gain a seat among strangers? Yes, we are by the river of continuous mistakes. We sit down by the banks and take stock. We weep as what was valuable is cheapened, as the priceless is peddled in bazaars of avarice. Still, our minds bear the cicatrice of abuse and betrayal and callousness visited upon us by our own flesh, by our own blood. We come from afar. We are the people of Aphar, sons of the morning star, blinded in darkness, caught in gloom that masks our existence. Our persistence in correcting error is laughed off as anger, as illogical anger. While our lands, our lives and legacies are arable, our existence has become a parable of wasted opportunities. We need to change Africa. We need the change. We need change, Africa. We can change. Change is not strange to us. Change has been the wind on our continent. Change does not make us content with tyranny. Change is what built Egypt and Zimbabwe. Change gives no way to vehicles of corruption. Change is what raised Ghana, Mali, and Songhai. Change cannot tolerate a lie about who we are. Change is not out of range. It is within us, eager to awaken itself, eager to help us win.